Hey guys, it's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. Happy Monday. I'm so sorry, you guys. I have been in a state of disarray the last 2 days, and eventually things will get back to normal. And I'm doing my best to keep moving forward, but I am in the middle of a massive sort of family issue, and I have to keep working despite what's going on, and I'm just going to keep focused. But there could potentially be some delays coming up in the next 2 days as I have to take care of some things going on privately. So bear with me this next week or two as I try to navigate a situation I wasn't planning for. Okay. If you haven't been on the channel lately, it's been a lot of stuff related to other stories, and I want to get back to the Duggars because that's what we like to talk about here. Now, or on the weekend, I did a video about Jill Rodriguez. If you have not been introduced to Jill Rodriguez, you really should. You need to watch that video. But today we're going to talk about Anna Duggar, because did you know that Anna Duggar and Josh Duggar have been married now for 12 years? Yes. Now, last year, Anna Duggar was talking all about how she and Josh had been through so much and they had gone through some ups and downs, but that marriage was, this beautiful thing that they have learned how to navigate together and be as one. Very heartfelt. She was all about redemption last year. She wanted everyone to know that Josh was redeemed. I still don't think that's true. Anyways, this year was a little bit different. She said, 12 years ago today, we said I do. I'm so thankful for God's grace and kindness that has continually surrounded our family. Joshua, I'm looking forward to growing old with you. Now, the interesting thing I think here is that she says that God's grace and kindness has surrounded your family. Really? Kindness? Grace? Interesting. Those are not words that I would say surround Josh Duggar. Okay, I have this battle with Anna because she was growing up and she was raised in this very toxic world where men are the leaders, women have no choices, women have no options. Now, interestingly though, Anna comes from a family where several of her sisters have actually left this world, and her older brother along with her younger sister have all wanted her to leave. In fact, when the stuff happened in 2015, her older brother was trying to get her to leave Josh. They did not want her to stay with Josh. So she had family members that wanted her to leave. And so she theoretically could go, but she chose not to. She chose to stuck it out. She chose to stay. She's very in this world. And it's sad because Josh is not the person you should have to be with. Like, this whole marriage was a setup because they wanted to take notice off of what he had done to the sisters, the investigation that had just happened. They thought if they got him married, they wouldn't have to deal with that little problem of him looking at things online. Anna likely had no idea what she was getting into, or else was completely misled about what he was doing behind the scenes. And sadly has now been stuck in this marriage where she keeps reproducing. This is 12 years, 6 kids, meaning she is having a child every 2 years. So she goes through a 9-month pregnancy. She gets pregnant within a few months after, it's every 2 years. That's a lot of kids in 12 years. Anyways, she is now saying that God's grace has helped her through that and the kindness has surrounded the family. Interesting here is that she's either really filtering through her comments or people really just do support her, but her family did not say a word. The only person that actually responded was Kendra and Joe, and they said happy anniversary. And then other people were like, I really want you to write a book about redemption. Everyone has ups and downs, don't we? Anyone casts the first stone. No one's perfect. What Josh has done is a little bit less than no one's perfect. It's a pattern of behavior and a fact that he hasn't really grown or changed, and I still don't believe he's not doing anything wrong, but that's just my opinion. But I was amazed at how much support they have for her. Now, I have to remind you guys that Josh Duggar does not have his own social media. He was actually banned from social media after what happened with the whole Ashley Madison scandal. And so we have to sort of assume that when Anna's going on her social media, this is all being approved by Josh, because Josh is literally the person that controls her every last breath. And because of that, he's going to be the one that's yeah, you can totally put that up. So I wouldn't expect her to be super critical. But sometimes I wonder when the clapbacks happen, I do wonder if like that's Josh having those clapbacks. Josh gets feisty. I don't really know. But I'm just astounded by the amount of support of people just saying like what an amazing couple they are. Now, Anna might be amazing, maybe, but Josh, not amazing. Not at all. Let's talk about where Josh is this year. He lives in the she shed in the parents' backyard. Well, it's not on the parents' backyard, but it's like next to the property. They have a large amount of property out in Arkansas. And because of that, they have a she shed that has sort of like a warehouse that they've converted into a home. And Josh and his wife live there now. They sold a house that had over 3,000 square feet. They don't have their own home now. They are trying to flip a property in the area for like $700,000. Josh is being sued for buying a piece of property that was already owned by somebody else. He has been not putting any money in his, like no businesses are in his name. Anna has like 4 businesses she's opened in the last year. Josh has no assets now. He has no job. It's almost like he knows that people are coming for his money and he's trying to liquidate and make it so that there's nothing to give. Like, you can come after me, but I have nothing. I got rid of my house. I got rid of my job. I'm broke as a joke. So are the Duggars enabling Josh to rip off people that are suing him? I don't know, but it's not uncommon when you're in the middle of a lawsuit to try to move things around so that you don't have to have any assets for people to take. You know what I mean? So Josh is unemployed. He's living in his parents' shed in the backyard, and he has 6 kids doing who knows what. He used to sell cars. He's not selling cars anymore. Is he doing construction with his brothers? I doubt it. What's he doing for work? How is he making his money? Is Anna's monetized page on Instagram the way that they're making their money? Where is the revenue coming from for this family? I don't get it. He was doing the garage. The only thing I can think of is that Jim, Bob, and Shelly are bankrolling them and protecting them, because why else wouldn't they? So I was shocked by the amount of support that they've received, but I guess I shouldn't be surprised. What are your thoughts? Has Joshua Duggar been redeemed, or is this just more PR spin? And what are you thinking about, like, the Duggars put a photo up basically telling them happy anniversary on the day of the anniversary, but none of the siblings said a thing to them. Do you think the siblings are just like, oh, I hate you, Joshua, but I have to like tolerate you because you're in my family? Why the snub by all the family? Tell me what your thoughts are in the comments below. Bye, guys.